Welcome to the Uncomfortably Millennial podcast with your hosts. My name is Amy.
Chelsea.
I'm Jack.
Jack, God's voice. Just kidding.
The voice of God, obviously.
You don't have to call me that. Stop calling me that. It's been months since we. So what do you want to jump off with? You want to jump off with some comfy on comfies? Am I doing the accent now?
I was gonna say you're sticking to the accent. Okay.
I got a topic.
Okay.
Are we getting into Jersey? No. Am I doing it right?
Jersey? Is that Boston?
You're pissing so many people off.
Yeah, I know.
Jersey Shore. Let me know if I'm doing this right. You know, gym tan laundry and shit. Okay. So, have you guys heard of beef tallow?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, like from like a cow, like fat off the cow.
Beef tallow didn't
Well, they
give
like
that
clean
away.
it and stuff, and then like infuse it with herbs. And now it's like, I shouldn't say now. It's probably been around a long time, but it's like a body product, right? You can like use it as lotion, use it on your face.
Yeah,
whatever.
I know a girl who sells it.
You do?
Yeah, at a farmer's market.
Oh, do you like know her, or you met her at the farmer's market?
No, we talked. I'll tell you later. But yeah, but yes, I do know a girl who did.
Oh, okay. Wow, that gets weird. Okay, so I recently bought some beef tallow balm.
Oh, that makes sense.
From a local little market around the corner, and like a natural foods market order.
Probably $50.
It was not inexpensive for sure, but I thought I would try it. I needed a good moisturizer. I'd run out of my stuff that I already had, and I was like waiting to like buy my shit when it was on sale. So instead I spent the money.
Instead I spent a shitload of money.
Mm-hmm. So I tried it on my face a couple times.
Oh.
Didn't have a crazy breakout or anything. Thought that was pretty good. Very beefy.
Yeah, I heard you can't really get the smell out.
You are beef on the face. You know what I'm saying?
It's like beef fat, so rendered, but still.
Literally, yeah. I mean, it's cleaned, but anyway, so it's like an herbaceous beef fat all over your face now. So now I feel like a basted
You're basically
steak.
Yeah, you're just like, it's like herb butter for your face.
Yes. Well, I kind of liked it, but then I realized after a while it was just like such a strong smell. But now I've started using it on my hands because like my hands get dry up here in the north, especially like in the winter and stuff. I freaking love it. It's when it's not like in your nostrils smelling like herb butter. It's actually, or like beef butter. It's actually pretty great.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not
against
like new to me. But
no, I'm not against it. Like I said, I worked with a girl who has like a whole company about it. I think it's called Earthside. Ayo.
Oh, I didn't know you worked with her.
Yeah. But she makes beef tallow. She started it because she had a kid, and then she didn't want to use like all like these like chemicals and stuff on her baby, so she used beef tallow.
Wow, just rubbing her baby down with beef.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this beef butter baby.
Yeah, I was like rendering it for herself. Then she started to make a business out of it. She has like a pretty legit website. I looked at it and stuff.
Wow.
But, yeah.
It's also a money laundering business.
No, those are car washes.
My new skin routine is I take some fresh thyme, fresh garlic, chop it up.
Yeah.
Smother myself in salt and pepper.
Yeah.
I sear both sides.
Yeah.
About 3 minutes, high heat. Finish it off in the oven, 200 degrees. I come out perfectly medium rare.
Every time.
Honestly, I'm salivating a little bit at that skincare routine.
He's the Gordon Ramsay of skincare.
I've also been taking baths in duck fat.
Oh my God.
I know you're kidding.
Honestly, that sounds actually amazing.
For a moment, I was like, is this real? Have you had duck eggs, by the way? Have you guys had duck eggs?
Yeah, they're like creamy.
Yeah, they're
so good.
That's a big ass
Those
yolk.
are monsters.
Yeah, they're like the yolkiest of eggs.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah, they're. Except for I feel like if you try to do like an egg over easy with them, it's too much. It's too much.
Oh, it'd like be too much yolk?
Yeah, then it's like.
Have you ever had an over easy ostrich egg?
No, I've never even cracked an ostrich egg, but I've seen them online.
It's the equivalent of 12 eggs.
Why would you make that over easy? Oh, that sounds disgusting.
Just making conversation.
No, I thought you like did this. No. I heard there's an ostrich farm that like you can find an ostrich farm and they will sell you their eggs.
Yeah.
And I've heard it's great for like, big ass scramble or like the world's largest cake or something.
Oh my God, when we go camping, we should just bring an ostrich egg and make breakfast for everybody.
Wait. That's fucking genius.
Yeah, I know.
We'll report back as soon as we do it.
Just showing up at a function being like, I got breakfast.
It's just one egg.
Well, and you have to like machete it open, like crack the top open to like pour it out. It's kind of wild looking. I've seen them online.
Seems chaotic life to try to get eggs from an ostrich.
That's how we like it.
That's a big bird. I'd be a little scared.
Big bird.
I think ostriches or emus. Emus scare me more. They look a little more intense.
I think emus are more emus. They're more aggressive, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I'm just guessing.
That sounds like a fact.
I'm
Should I Google it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Google
definitely.
it.
Always Google.
What's it called?
Emu versus ostrich. Which one's meaner?
I'm just making that assumption. I'm stereotyping emus. They could be gentler. I don't know.
You know, stereotypes exist for a reason. Just kidding.
So the
Ooh, she
emu's
said it.
wings are shorter, not distinguishable, and the ostrich has a pretty large wings, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's
but,
cool
like,
about
what
their
about
wings. How about their
temperament?
personality?
Neither of them can fly, which is like why.
That's probably why they're just bitter
Oh.
old bitches.
Yeah, they're
There's
tall
like a difference
penguins.
in feathers.
They're basically Big Bird.
Doesn't really say anything about their personalities.
Wow.
Wow, really?
I'm sure they're both great.
Yeah. Equally nice.
Take them both on a date. It'd
Yeah.
be fine. Take their eggs.
I'm sure
Can you
that-
eat emu eggs?
I'm
sure you can. It's a
Emus.
Kids
bird.
can try. 4
Yeah.
foot. It's like a 5.5 foot bird. Probably taller. I don't even know.
Maybe. You never know.
He's like, let me look it up. Average
Yeah, keep
height.
It's like, hold on. Let me Google. Google.
But yeah, beef tallow. I'd be interested in trying, but I also don't want to smell like beef jerky.
It's honestly, it is even different than beef jerky. It is a steak. It is
Yeah.
a raw steak.
The average height of an emu is 5'7".
Wow.
Wow.
How tall was Big Bird?
That's an inch shorter than me.
6'4". You're tall.
Bah.
Like a giant over here.
Emu pushes
Weeks.
up on me.
Oh, watch out.
Damn, ostriches are like 6'2".
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, okay,
Ostriches
yeah.
are big.
They're bigger. Okay.
They're big. They have like dinosaur size eggs. But the emu little wings is like little T-Rex arms. I don't know.
They say that T-Rexes are related to chickens.
Turkeys. No, maybe it is chickens.
I think it's chickens.
It's probably both.
Yeah. They also say that dinosaurs might have had feathers, so.
So really nobody knows what's
Yeah,
next going on.
Science?
Oh, okay. Wait, I have one other thing to bring up.
Go ahead.
Have you guys heard this? Have you heard of it? Obviously. The 4-day work week?
Yeah,
It's like
Dan and I
apparently
were just
under
talking
great
about it
debate.
this morning.
Like in Sweden?
No, like
No,
in
here.
the US. Like there's a big discussion happening
Yeah.
at Congress that
Yeah, you're not losing any of your pay, but you would work 8
Less.
hours for 4 days.
Something that I've realized, though, is that people who work remotely now for jobs that they had that weren't remote originally, the common joke is that, and this doesn't necessarily apply to you, Amy. I know it probably doesn't to you, but like most people that I've spoken to, like they work actively maybe 2 hours a day, and then the rest of the time they're like shaking their microphone and running errands. And I'm
Okay.
sorry, shaking their mouth. and
shaking their
running errands.
microphone.
I've heard, though, that like even in an office setting, in an 8-hour workday, an office worker will only work about 3 to 4 hours a day,
Wow.
which makes sense because like
Because
a
who
lot of
wants
talking.
to work?
You got to go to the water cooler, check out the gossip.
Yeah, everyone's goal
Get lunch,
working
go to
a
the
job that they don't
bathroom.
really like is just to look like they're working enough to get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
And they don't really do any more than that.
Yeah.
They even say like even the most productive people only actually work like truly 6 hours out of the 8 or whatever, like of
That's
actual
too much.
power working.
But that's like 3 times as productive as
Yeah,
the
I was
average.
gonna say that.
Fair.
That's too much.
But I would also say that I feel like your brain, like even if maybe I'm a unique circumstance, but even if I'm like not sitting at my desk working, I'm usually at some point in my days thinking about a problem I can solve or a way I could do something differently or a different approach. So like, but I don't bill those hours. And I'm like, part of me feels like if I did,
You're like, I should be clocking this.
I would be.
You'd be like a lawyer. You're just like the time that you're working on it. you're
Lawyers
just
probably
clocking.
do bill by the thought.
I'm sure that they do.
They billing by the thought. You know what I'm saying?
Thoughties.
Hey, I like it. They're like 15 minutes. That's a thought. It's wild.
Wow.
Why are you both looking at me?
The slow
know. It
approach was.
Just looked like you had something to say. You were like getting
looked
ready.
like a Austin Powers villain.
Looked like an ostrich coming up around the corner. Got something to say? Hit us, Jack.
I was going to hit you with some comfy or uncomfy.
Hit
right,
us.
let's do
Ba-da-bo-ba-do-bo. Comfy or uncomfy? It's the intro.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Wow.
Okay, so this one, I don't know how common this is, but I saw Dax Shepard,
Oh,
doing
I
this?
love that guy.
or Dax
Yeah.
Shepard,
Dax Shepard, yeah.
olive oil in coffee.
Oh, that's like butter and coffee.
I was going to say that's like a keto thing
Yeah, it's a
or whatever where you get more
or a
fat.
carnivore diet. I think
Yes.
they're doing that too.
Probably both, yeah.
I think that would make me shit my pants.
Olive oil in coffee?
I think
Why?
that would be a great start to your shitting of the, your
it's
day.
a flavor thing for me that's weird.
You don't think that would make you shit your pants?
Olive oil? Why? What is the olive oil
Well,
doing?
it's
that's making
just
you shit your
high
pants?
amounts of acidity
Oil,
with a
yeah.
whole lot of liquidy fats hitting
Think
your
about
system.
Coffee, like you drink your coffee in the morning, you're like, all right, I have to go to the bathroom.
For the lucky ones.
Add,
Well,
add
caffeine's a
olive oil.
diuretic,
Yeah.
but
Doesn't that just
Olive
irritate
oil's
your
not.
bladder?
I mean, high fat foods, I guess, affect your like bowel movements, but they don't really make you have to poop.
I assume it's like the same response your body would have to butter in coffee, just dairy-free option.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Okay, I think
who's
when
putting butter in their coffee?
No,
people
it's like
who
a
are on
diet.
special diets,
Yeah.
it's apparently
It's like
supposed
a
to be
keto
good for them.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also helps with like intermittent. Well, I guess it's not really fasting. Like people who are
intermittent
trying to
fasting.
wait to have their first like real meal, they'll like put, because fats help delay your hunger trigger or cues or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think, well, fats are mostly just energy, I guess, so it probably adds to your little.
See, I'm an
pop in the
energetic bitch. Okay.
That's when you travel overseas, like the packages, instead of saying calories, they say energy. And I'm like, that's
that.
what I need in life is
Like
for you to just be that positive.
Fuck yeah! Like how much energy? Do
How
I
much
need today?
energy am I taking?
I don't know
in?
how much energy's in this cake.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. No, I like that actually a lot. I think we should try it. To be honest with you,
No, I'm not doing that.
I think we're
that
gonna do
makes
it.
me uncomfy.
I'll sneak it in there. I'm here. I'm here for the concept. I don't know about the flavor.
No, the flavor sounds weird.
The flavor sounds uncomfy. The concept is interesting. So I'll try it and report back.
I also drink
Yeah,
coffee
definitely
while
try
I'm
it.
like getting ready for work in the morning. Is that going to make me run behind? Because once I get done, I've now drank a cup of coffee with olive oil in it. And I'm like, now I have to sit on the toilet for like,
I really think
20 minutes.
I don't really think it'll have this effect on you.
If that
should we
is
do
your-
it as an experiment? I'm
Maybe.
doing it
Yeah.
on a weekend because I can't, I'm
Yeah,
not being
100%.
late to work.
But what if it's really about like, do you have an issue with fats? Like my French bulldog can't do a ton of fats, or he gets pancreatitis. You probably don't get pancreatitis 'cause you're
So
human.
with
but
IBS, you actually shouldn't have that many fats in your. I mean, like
Really?
eating too many fats is how your poop ends up being green.
I
this
thought
is
that
an
was
experiment
veggies.
for a lifetime.
There's
I
more
didn't
than
realize-
one way. I
Or
think.
cilantro, remember, Jack, when you were a kid? Parsley. No, that was parsley.
It was parsley, but I think I was just
He
pooping
ate a whole-
parsley.
You know, we
parsley
talk about
plant.
poop a lot more than I thought we would.
I know. We should.
Really?
We should.
Yeah.
Should we get away from it? Probably.
No, it's okay. Everybody poops.
Everybody.
Everybody.
does.
You know, everybody also, if you're lucky, has a butthole. I'm just saying, it's out there, people.
Comfy or
Whoa.
uncomfy? Butthole. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop, we'll avoid that.
This is popping off right now. What do you think about rap beefs, white women?
Rap beefs?
Yeah, like rap beefs.
Oh, like
So
beefs
right now,
between rappers?
Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole are all in a rap battle.
I have to let you know that I thought you meant like some sort of
Like
sandwich
something
rap.
you wipe and you rub on your face in the
No,
morning.
I
No,
thought
like
like it
you
was gonna be
wrapped beef.
like a wrap,
And I was like,
like
that
a
sounds kinda
sandwich,
good.
but
beef
it's
wrap.
yeah,
Rap beef.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that
Like,
sounds
Like instead
delicious.
of a tortilla, you just have
like,
thinly
like a little-
sliced roast beef
a
or
No,
little
I mean,
something.
honestly, I
provolone
guess-
in there.
I really guess the topic is like
A little sauerkraut.
musicians
Oh,
like
okay.
feuding as a way to gain traction and get like people to listen to their stuff is kind of what happens from it.
Yeah, but also, you
Good
know, it
point.
would just be the smartest thing if they like actually didn't hate each other. You know, like Wolverine and Deadpool. Like they don't actually hate each other, but they have like that beef against each other.
Yeah, I guess.
They're like besties.
It's like a fun beef.
Yeah.
Has the new Deadpool come out yet?
No, but it's coming out soon, and I
Wait,
can't
didn't
wait.
it just come out like a weekend ago?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's-
swear-
I tell you what, I
Have
want
you
to see
seen
it.
it?
I swear Dan just told me like what we got to go see that.
Okay, well, I know what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, right?
That sounds great.
Not go to Jack's show.
Oh, sorry, it's sold out.
Oh, okay. All right, now
We know a guy.
we could talk to him.
No, it comes out in July.
Yeah, okay, it's
Oh,
not out
fuck.
yet. That's,
All right.
that's a bummer.
I was wrong.
Um,
I'm willing to admit that.
she only plays a doctor on TV.
Don't tell Dan.
Definitely won't.
No strong opinions on rap beefs.
No, I think it's like anything in life, like online, like you need a little good and a little bad publicity. Like, and not to bring this up, but Paris Hilton created an entire persona of the stereotypical blonde, like a very like meh voice. What do they call it when you squish your voice like that?
Isn't it like a Valley Girl?
Kind of, but it was like when you compress your voice in a certain way to like when people make fun of people on social media for doing it now, but
I
like,
literally have no idea what you're talking about.
yeah,
right now.
like yeah.
God.
But like she created this whole persona of like stupidity and would have these like battle like fights with other girls like in the you know group of heiresses or whatever, like on
Sounds like
purpose
a
because
rough
it
life.
created good social media.
The drama.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. Humans like pretend like they don't like drama, but they do.
No, I don't want to be in it, but I want to hear
You
want to
watch it. You want the tea.
I want the tea. I don't want to be in the tea.
Right.
But I'll drink as much as I can.
I kind of feel like Paris Hilton didn't go into her career thinking I'm gonna fool and manipulate my way to the top.
I was gonna say that.
I think she dropped the voice slowly over time because she became older.
Yeah.
And that's not her real voice. And then now I think she's being like, see, I did it. I was a genius. And I think, honestly, I don't think that was the case.
Yeah, I think she started out young and dumb, and then it
Yeah.
worked for her.
She might have been playing dumb, but it wasn't probably
absolutely.
for publicity. I imagine it was maybe as just like
I think it was working.
it's
It was working.
It's working.
I
It's
think
a
she was
personality
having
trait that was
fun,
working
Yeah.
for a
and then
young
she
woman.
leaned in
Yeah.
because she
Yeah.
was like, whatever.
But I don't think she was like, this is going to pop off. I don't think it was she had the
She wasn't a
foresight.
mastermind about it.
Right. And now I feel like everybody's giving her credit for being like, she just like totally tricked the whole world into thinking she was an idiot for
I will
10
say,
years.
Paris
It's like,
Hilton, what is she, like
20.
40 some odd? She looks great.
Oh, no, she looks
20
amazing.
years
Yeah.
old. So.
yeah, it's because
she's
she's
thriving more than anyone thought she would right
Yeah.
now.
yeah,
for
no, she's
sure.
crushing it.
Yeah.
She's got like a whole like movement to save like troubled teens, going to those like whatever
Oh,
those.
those programs.
yes,
Yeah.
the teen like
Right. And she started from the bottom.
started from the
Oh
bottom
my
of my hill.
God,
Had to
Amy.
work for everything she has.
Okay, well.
There's a couple of people out there like that. So, anyways,
Moving on.
Okay, so dry bars. So I know we've talked about alcohol consumption and
Oh, like for
sobriety
blow
and whatnot.
dryers?
No, dry bars are bars that have only mocktails. So the whole vibe is bar food.
Yeah.
And they have like a whole list of cocktails. They
Ooh.
have like liquor bottles everywhere, but none of it's liquor. It's all
it's all like
Yeah.
Mocktail.
yeah.
I just learned on Vanderpump Rules. Not sure if you guys watch, but
Oh.
Vanderpump Rules that there's like non-alcoholic liquor stores.
That is so like a whole store dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Can't you just buy it at the grocery store?
I was like, so juice.
right. It's like
Well, no, but you know, like they have like cool, like sophisticated liquors that are non-alcoholic, so that it
Yeah,
brings more
they have, like-
complexity
it's
to
like-
your mocktails.
distilled herbal.
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
Like
liquids
tonics and stuff
stu-
like that.
like-
yeah.
Yeah, it's like mouthwash, but a little less. You know.
Yeah, I
No,
went to one
mouthwash has
recently.
alcohol in it. Oh, you did?
I got
That's a
like
good
a
point.
peach mule.
Yeah.
You went to one?
So it was like ginger beer,
dry
and
bar.
peach,
Okay.
and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
And it was like really good. But it is funny though that it's like, oh, you realize like what makes drinks taste like shit is the alcohol.
Yeah.
Because it was delicious. And I was like, oh man.
Dude, I'm
like
so here
a-
for that.
Like a juice bar.
Kind of, but it could probably, you know what they say, like when you're in the environment or the atmosphere of an
It brings
energy,
it out of
it
you.
brings it out of
Yeah.
you. So you don't even have to be drunk at a dry bar, and you could still feel like you're getting popping off at a bar. I love that. I'm so comfy for
Yeah.
that.
I like it.
If they just added a little extra something in there, I'm just kidding.
A little vodka in there would be great.
Little other
Not
herbs,
me in the
if you
dry
will.
bar with my flask.
So no, Chelsea's uncomfortable.
I'm comfortable with it.
She's
I'm just
comfortable as long as she
saying
can
I'm
sneak her flask in
I'm
the
bringing
bar.
my friend with me.
The flask is your friend?
Yeah.
Oh God. Our dog is licking the camera case.
It's okay.
It's fine.
So this one's not really a comfy or uncomfy. Have you guys seen Challengers yet?
Challengers.
No, it's like a tennis movie with Zendaya.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
I saw the preview.
Yeah, I saw the preview.
Looking, is she still with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
rough movie to watch for him. Yeah.
I bet you he didn't watch that.
He's playing it cool,
It was
but-
tough to watch the trailer. I was like, this was a little invasive.
Yeah.
So Mike Feist or whatever his name is one of the stars of that movie, and for like 2 weeks, people have been coming up to me telling me I look like him, like relentlessly.
Sorry, it was an accident.
Oh, can I see a pic?
Yeah, I'm pulling them up now. So here's one from the movie. Well, that's not a good example
Oh yeah.
because I don't think he looks like me much in that photo at all. But people have been
This is like when you're.
people have been relentlessly telling me I look like this guy.
This is like when people are like, "No, he's really cute," and they're like, "Not that photo. Not that photo."
Is it the guy
Well,
on
I'm
the
like
right?
obviously I'm like looking for pictures of him that look kind of like
Is
me.
it the
Yeah.
nerdy guy?
It's the
or-
guy on the right, the really pale one. Yeah, okay, that picture I could see sort of looks like you.
Yeah, I can see that. Grow
What
your hair out.
happened?
I know what your
Grow your hair
Halloween
out. No,
costume
trust
is gonna
me.
be.
He had long hair his whole childhood. That was the greasiest mop I'd ever seen.
Wasn't greasy at all, but
We have different memories of this.
just hair. It was just hair. I was like 12.
This is hair.
You just didn't shower then.
It wasn't greasy. It was my
He was
beef. It was my
training
skincare
it.
routine.
Yeah.
So I do wonder if it's a little bit like maybe it's while he's like on film moving around or something. I don't really see it, but I mean people are texting me being like, I just saw Challenger. Like people at like comedy people I don't know, like fans and stuff are like, have you seen this movie? And it's like really getting out of hand.
Well,
it's getting out of hand. What is your
at least it's better than Matt Rife.
So I'll put up.
Yeah, right.
It kind of is because this guy's like a regular guy, and nobody's saying I look like ugly to this guy. They're just saying I look like this guy.
Matt Rife is also a regular guy.
Yeah,
kinda. He's a little, but he's kind of a hottie.
Oh,
oh my God!
Wow.
He's into the comparison.
Yeah, really.
I'm not really into the comparison. It's
Do
very
you look in the mirror and go,
me.
"Wow, kind of a hottie"?
You're like, thank you.
The comparison I get to Matt Rife is I
affirmations.
look like ugly Matt Rife. It's not that I look like Matt Rife.
No, well,
it's that I look similar to Matt Rife.
It's not ugly. It's albino.
I don't. Okay, that's hurtful. That's not even what we're talking about. That's just the color of my.
No, I'm just clarifying the category of comparison of Matt Rife.
Yeah, how did you get like this beautiful tan skin and then Jack?
Oh, and then I had olive baby and Jack's over here.
They can't see me. We need to move on.
Okay, sorry. We don't know is the real question.
But I'll put up a picture of me and a picture of Mike Feist or Feast or whatever, and then we can.
There you go. Just
we'll throw up Matt Rife too. We'll do a whole.
Do
we'll do a poll.
Put him in the box. Strangers, fuck, marry, kill. No, I'm just kidding. famous producer Jack.
Fuck, marry, kill.
I will
would
not
be
be
so
participating
good.
in this,
Which
just so
one?
it's clear.
That's all I got for comfy uncomfy. You
Wow.
want to come back with some mom come get
That's
me?
the only comfy uncomfy.
Is so
I did like 6 of them.
I'm
ridiculous.
uncomfortable with the amount of comfy uncomfies you had this week.
I do have a mom come get me though.
No, but we got to start in a second.
Okay, but not now.
Okay, I did 4 uncomfy uncomfies, but
like 6. You're right. It was kind of like 6, but it was more like 4.
I'm gonna cut your mic.
Well, only if it matters.
And we're off to Mom Come Get Me, where Amy and Chelsea share events or situations that make you so uncomfortable that you need your mom to come get you. And I understand Amy has one of her own, and you have one from an audience member, and therefore we're going to skip Chelsea because we don't care.
Also, because she doesn't have one, it's fine.
It's okay. My mom wouldn't come get me anyways. I called her one time from jail. She didn't, so.
That is the best mom come get me. You got arrested?
Yeah, and she said no. Yeah, I've been arrested before. We'll talk about it later. Different episode. Another time.
Oh, we're coming back to that mom come
Feels
get
like a
me.
different episode.
It's like, so like mom told you to fuck off. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
basically she said, learn your lesson.
Wow. Okay. She's trying to teach you responsibility.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. So yes. So I have a story from a listener. Oh, you guys should submit your mom come get me's, your comfy, uncomfy topics, whatever you got. Science. Yeah. I mean, all the things. So this listener submitted she's also one of my friends. She submitted a story about how, for the purposes of the story, I'm going to change names and circumstances, but you'll get the gist. This girl that she knew was staying at a family member's house because somebody had surgery, and so they were going to help. Well, while she was there, additional extended family members all like showed up to this house and all were staying there. So it kept getting more and more packed at this house.
Bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was already like a little uncomfortable, a lot going on, just like too many people. And they were all kind of weird anyway, because they're like family members, and some of them are more like distant, weird, extended family members. And so after like navigating all those personalities, navigating a crowded house, trying to like help this woman with surgery, like all this stuff, she sits down at the dining room table for breakfast one day, and they have like a bowl of oranges, and she's about to start peeling her orange, and the family members look at her and they're like, no. You can just eat the peel. Like, you can eat your orange like an apple.
No.
Right?
That
no,
sounds
it's
disgusting.
fucking weird. Like, I know you can, like, candy orange peels and you can eat them that way, but, like, to just, like, be snacking on an orange like an apple, like, something doesn't go all the way to the top on that one.
It's, like, so bitter.
It's bitter and weird. And it's like,
There's
what kind of orange is
good
this?
vitamins in there.
We're talking like a cara cara? Are we talking like a little mandarin?
A cutie?
A freaking cutie?
I could probably eat a cutie.
I could eat a cutie skin, I bet. Well, well, it's like super thin, right? Maybe, not that I would intentionally want to do it, but like, could you gnaw on it? Maybe.
Any
sure.
Hoosers.
Good vitamins in there, probably. But anyway, so she's like overwhelmed in a crowded house, already with a bunch of weird ass extended family members that she doesn't want to be around. And then they're like, you could just eat it like an apple. And she's like, get the fuck out. I have to go. Mom, come get me.
Was it a group? Like, was it a whole entire group that was like...
They all were on the Eat the Orange Peels page. Which is like, where did you come
weird
from?
for a whole family to do
What's
that.
in the water? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes me wonder, like, where'd you come from? What's in the water?
Remember when we talked about kiwis? And we were like, you can eat the kiwi peel?
Yeah, but that's like pretty normal.
No, kiwi.
That's not normal.
Like numbs your whole mouth.
Yeah, that's what we talked about before. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you eat the peel, like you said that there's a whole bunch of like nutrients in that.
Yeah, once we Googled it, we discovered that. I didn't know that going into that.
Yeah, that's fair.
How do
I
they eat
knew it.
bananas is what I want to know.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
they
Just
just
eating
pop the name.
bananas.
But just pineapples, just an insane
Oh,
endeavor.
That would be
Yeah.
too. That's a level too.
You got to
much.
eat a pineapple on a weekend if you're going to eat it that way, because like you got to have time.
On a weekend.
to
You better eat a pineapple in front of a hospital because I don't know how it's going to happen when it hits your
You're always
gut.
scheduling things for the weekend.
I don't have time to eat pineapple on the weekdays.
Chelsea's like, I do not fuck around when I got to go to work.
I don't. I really don't. I go to work like work is the thing, and then like I come home, I eat dinner, I watch an episode of Jersey Shore, and then I
Ooh.
sleep.
Says the only girl who couldn't do a Jersey accent.
Okay, well, I do it better when I'm not. It's a camera thing. I'm shy.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
says the
shy.
podcast says. It's fair. It's fair. It's fair. I mean, we're going to make fun of you for it, but it's fair. My other mom come get me is an experience I've had all on my own. And it's probably because I grew up in Florida. Okay. So I got a lot of really interesting stories from my childhood. And I was out at a friend's for a special event and everybody's going around telling some stories. And I like not everybody finished. I was like a part of the group.
What was your story?
I don't know if that story is appropriate for this podcast, but I was telling the story.
Can we change the names around maybe?
No, girl, the story is just fucked up. But I was telling my story, and like after I finish, everybody's like dumbfounded looking, like a little shocked and awed.
It
And
was like, oh.
and then like another girl tells their story right after me, and I'm like, we are not the same. And I just immediately realized I had the most ratchet story of them all, and that therefore kind of made me the most ratchet person there. And then later on in the night, she says this with love to me, I'm sure. Later on in the night, she's like, I said something, and I was like uncomfortable. I'm like, Mom, come get me, you know? And I was just like sitting there talking, drinking a drink with her. And she's like, she said something that triggers me. And I was like, yeah, I'm just like a little, like, I can't believe I just told that story to like a very unratchet crowd. Like it was like the most ratchet. And she was like, I know, it's nice to have you around. And I'm not the most, like, she's not ratchet all by herself or like the most ratchet. And I was like, so you bring me around so that I'm the most ratchet
so that
friend.
you take the heat off.
Yeah, like, okay, so I make you look classier. That's
Yeah.
great for me. So yeah, Mom, come get me when you tell the most ratchet story and you realize everybody around you not on that level.
It can go two ways though. It can go two ways. Like sometimes you tell a ratchet story and the people just be like, oh my God, yes. And then they tell their crazy ratchet stories. Or sometimes you do it and then everyone's just like,
Ew,
I'm
that's
classier than that.
unfortunate.
And then I instantly decide I don't want to be friends with those people.
You know, and it's not that I didn't want to be friends with them after, but like we haven't really hung out since. So, not like on purpose per se, but just it's just funny
I know
because
it's totally distance and stuff.
I mean maybe they were just like, we can't hang out with this girl anymore. But to your point, it does make or break friendships when you're going through story time and your
And they
story,
don't share something?
or they don't vibe with your story at all, or you feel weird all of a sudden, like you just said something you should not have said, which I do frequently, to be fair, but it's fine.
That's how we got here.
That is how we got here, friends. Welcome. We call it uncomfortable on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, Mom.
Cheers.
Come fucking get me.
Your mom is here, actually.
My mom is here. She will not
Stop
come
saying
get
that
me.
because she'll come down here.
Ma! I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Jack, do you have a mom come get me?
Careful. She's listening.
Yeah, don't say it too loud. She's upstairs.
I don't really off cuff have a mom come get me.
Wow. Well, that was intriguing.
Yeah.
I guess we'll move on.
Moving on.
Move on to what?
Chelsea's
I don't-
comfy moment of the week.
I do have such a good comfy moment
Give
of
it
the
to
week,
us, Chelsea.
guys.
It better be good.
Okay. I have no facts on this whatsoever.
Okay.
This is 100% something I heard on a different podcast.
Oh, science?
Yeah. But I just found out that probably none of this is true, but still, I just found out that there is a possibility. I'm super into like conspiracies and cryptozoology.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, a weirdo.
Cryptozoology.
Yeah, it's like Bigfoot and stuff. Loch Ness.
Oh,
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, learn your science terms. God.
Keep going.
That In like the 1930s, 2 Tasmanian tigers were like this like boat crashed right off the shore of the US and a whole bunch of the animals escaped. And so when they say that there's like chupacabras, that they could just really be Tasmanian tigers that are breeding in the wild. Because they were a breeding pair and they escaped into the US.
What's a chupacabra?
Oh, okay.
Chupacabra is like a mythical Mexican creature.
Yeah.
That looks like a little goblin.
Yeah.
Running around who eats sheep, I think, and
Yeah,
children.
like eats sheep and stuff.
But wouldn't it look like a tiger?
No, a Tasmanian... Okay, a Tasmanian tiger is just... It kind of looks like a fox ferret thing.
Yeah, it's like
to be
a
honest.
bear.
I know what a
cat.
Tasmanian
Yeah.
devil is, which is a real animal, but
Right.
And he goes...
A chupacabra looks like a chupacabra looks like a tiny vampire. Like
Yeah.
they're just drawings of it because it's a
Yeah,
mythical
because
creature.
it's a mythical creature. Notice how I use the air quotes.
Yeah.
Mythical.
I do believe that some of that stuff comes from just like other animals. Like I think Bigfoot could have been just
Bigfoot
like
is
a,
100% real. I just fight me on this.
okay.
Okay.
I want it to be real.
You and me outside right now.
bringing out your
I think
giant fucking
Jack.
shoes.
I think Jack might be able to take me actually. So that's pretty scary.
You think?
I am.
I'm not 100%. I give myself a little
He does
chance.
practice jujitsu.
I don't think I would need any skills.
Oh, you.
Oh,
Wait, you practice
damn.
jujitsu?
Juju?
I don't know anything about nothing.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about nothing. So,
Anyway, so my comfy moment of the week is this mythical creature could be real, but also an endangered species.
wow. I love that your comfy moment of the week is about something that is maybe not even real.
Oh, yeah. I also heard it from a podcast and I did zero information searches on this. I was just like, I choose to believe it's real.
You know what? I'm here for that. Just like Bigfoot, you know?
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No. I believe. Well, okay, let me clarify. I believe that there was probably something or someone with giant feet and maybe some mental issues out in the forest.
Can't assume.
But do I assume that it's like some like I don't know, chimpanzee or like monkey mixed with human beast?
No,
like-
he's a Neanderthal.
A Neanderthal. What does that even mean? Like isn't
I don't think
like
he's a
the-
Neanderthal.
You don't think so?
Well, Neanderthal would be hairless,
I think
or
he's
it wouldn't be furry.
I think he's a hairy-chested Neanderthal.
Basically, people just think it's just like a missing link in the
Yeah, exactly.
in the path of our biology, where
Yeah.
one branched off and kept some erect, human mannerisms, but went more of the.
Okay, but how do you explain that there's like in Western culture and in Eastern culture we have the same thing? We have like Yeti and Bigfoot. Both of them believe the same things?
Isn't Yeti like the snow version?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the snowy Bigfoot.
Abominable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
that it's possible that something existed, but is it truly the missing link or something? Or was it more like society would cast out anyone who was considered like unusual or disabled or like giant? There was actually
You think,
giants were real because
think
there was a giant human, right?
Yeah, and when you have gigantism, you're hairy as fuck. It's like weird.
Right. You have other issues
So,
and you look
yeah.
So we're
unique.
saying like we outcast like basically like the elephant man and we put him
kind
out
of
there. Yeah.
like it was there are people that have been born with that genetic whatever genome or whatever.
Okay, so you're saying you think Bigfoot's real?
I think they're real. I just don't think it's like the missing link or it's like a unique. I think it's really
gotta
just
say
like
it,
an
not really.
outcast human from back in the day. Because think about it, in the 1930s, you saw something like that, for sure somebody left you in the woods. You know what I mean?
I think
People weren't even kind.
I think Bigfoot sightings have been fake for hundreds of
I
years.
hate that you said that. I 100% believe in Bigfoot.
But it's in the same way where I think aliens are real, like beyond the shadow of a doubt.
But
also-
aliens are absolutely real.
I know, but what
Oh,
I'm saying is
that's
that
true.
all of the stories about aliens are mostly fake.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
So I feel the
That's-
same way about Bigfoot, where I think
It
the
could
idea
be-
comes from
yeah.
something.
It could be real, like sparked by something in reality,
Yes.
but most of the stories are made up.
Yes.
Like the Loch Ness monster is kind of like a legitimate theory.
Yeah.
Everything's based on something that happened or was experienced because the human mind doesn't just create something out of nothing. It usually takes a bunch of pieces of things together to create new stories and things. So I think the foundation of everything is probably some degree of reality.
Yeah.
what that reality actually
Like
is.
how every lie is based in a truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh my
Getting
God,
deep
I'm
there.
so good.
No, it's true. Or am I lying? Does it matter?
Bum, bum, bum.
We make our own sound effects. No, I mean it's interesting, but I wouldn't be like it's Bigfoot. I would be like it's probably something.
I think to sum it up, we should say Bigfoot's real.
Okay. Bigfoot, close to real. Loch Ness Monster, also close to real.
Pretty real, both of them.
Yeti, not the cup.
Ooh. Both are real.
What if a
should
Yeti
sue.
made a Yeti?
What if we, like became geneticists and made a Yeti, or like just a Yeti cup?
I'm thinking the Yeti made a Yeti.
She's doing like basic word association.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's honest.
I'm just saying,
When
like,
you
there's
see
a reason
this,
somebody
what
thought
do
about
you
it.
think? It's like kind of like a Rorschach test. What do you see?
A what?
A Rorschach?
What's that?
The ink splotches?
Ink blotches.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spot-
why do they call?
splotch, blotch.
Yeah. Splotch or blotch?
I don't know. Splotch.
Do those actually mean anything? Like, if you see like the woman's face instead of the man's head, or instead of the dinosaur, like.
Well, but Rorschach is not like those weird like paintings that are like 3 different things. Rorschach is just like an ink splotch, and they're like, "What do you see?"
Yeah, like usually when
Does
you
it
see a
matter?
Rorschach like designed to be like framed in your home, it's because it like looks like
it looks like something. Yeah.
They're always symmetrical, but they're some of them are made to clearly like look like a bird.
How do you guys know the most random facts?
I don't know.
Because-
Because we're not that busy.
Yeah, right. We got a lot of free time.
Oh my gosh. No, but it's actually funny you say that, because I feel like, not to jump totally over here, but like abstract art, you see what you see, right?
Oh, this is funny. You just showed me abstract art the other day, and you're like, "What does this mean?" And
Right.
you had a thought, and I had a thought, but then Chris had a completely different thought.
Yeah. Bunch of thoughts.
Bunch of thoughties.
Thoughty hotties. No, but I mean, it's real. Like, I think, like, even though there's like a piece of art behind us right now, and some people see a whale tail, some people see ocean pulling
Oh, I
out the
do
beach.
see a whale tail.
Right? Or you see the
Oh,
ocean
yeah.
playing at the beach, or you see a picture of Earth from the from space. Like, there's so many
Wow.
different ways your brain interprets whatever the visual. So how do we know anything's real, or is it all real?
Or are we
Bigfoot.
in the Matrix?
You guys are losing and gaining followers right now.
It's fair. We're getting a little lost in the sauce.
You guys are switching followers quickly right
All
now.
of a sudden, it's like, these girls got some good points.
On that note, the Earth is flat.
No, it's not. So 4-day work week.
Yeah, back to that.
Oh wait, I have an update on Franny the puppy that was super overweight. She hit her goal weight. Girl,
Go
hit her
get
goal
it,
weight.
Franny.
Get it, Franny. Now they're working on her getting she can finally start therapy, that she's lost enough weight.
Yeah.
So they're gonna put her in on water treadmills and stuff.
Oh
so
my
she can
God.
build strength and muscle mass. And they're hoping that she can get stronger, and that'll help with her joints, because obviously she's had a lot of pain. But.
Who adopted Franny that they can afford that? Or is Franny just getting so much social media that like she's paying for herself at this point?
Honestly, it could be both. I'm not really sure. It sounds like the woman who adopted Franny has actually rehabbed a dog like this before.
Oh, okay. This is like her.
Maybe she's a
her-
volunteer. It's her
What do
job.
they call it? Eccentric hobby. It's her eccentric hobby.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard of that, but probably.
I always assume someday when I'm rich that my eccentric hobby will just be working.
That is not a hobby. That is the job.
No, I want to like have like a part-time job and just be like, fuck this place. It's just my
Eccentric
it's
hobby.
my eccentric hobby.
Your goal is just to become like the worst employee at like a job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Smoothie shop.
Yeah, exactly. Like just be like, I just work here like 20 hours a week,
Why-
but I don't
she
have
doesn't
to.
even have to
I'm
work
working
here.
for-
Yeah, exactly.
See, I want like a hobby farm and to open a bunch of businesses.
No, I want that too, but also I want to work in just like a random place.
I love that. Oh, you know what I've heard recently? That apparently there's like, not recently to be fair, it's probably in the last couple of years, but like there's this
It's good
huge
that you got the
movement.
timeline together.
There's this huge movement of like the entire millennial generation who want to go back to like a simpler life, and so everybody's trying to get into like farming, and everybody's getting into like homesteading.
Yeah,
and
it's a
like
real thing.
yeah, I just think it's so funny. Like, why?
It's because we grew up when the internet was like coming up, and then now it's so overwhelming that everyone's just like, you know what? Can we just go back?
Just kidding.
We bow out. We're done.
I mean, because like kind of sounds wonderful. Part of me is like, what if I open like a giant greenhouse, and it had it like as like a co-op, like a co-op.
Co-op?
Yes. Country hopping. No.
Co-op.
Where you could like, you get to, you know how people rent garden plots?
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
like, so you could do it, but year round in the greenhouse.
That seems very Northern Virginia.
Hair flip.
I mean, I think in theory, if everybody grew their own shit, the world would be like fixed.
Big pharma would
The world would be fixed.
I mean, physically, like it would
Probably
help
reduce
with
cancer
global
and
warming
shit.
issues and that kind of stuff, and maybe that type of thing too. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Then it would still get complicated, but
Well, that's the funny part. Like, people love to blame greenhouse gases on cows, and it's like, no. First of all, no, that's not. They're not the primary cause. And also,
she's
like,
winning over the Republicans right now.
no,
She
or,
didn't
or
even
am
mean
I?
to.
Mass-produced cattle or like mass-farmed cattle usually is like, it's not regenerative farming, right? So really, it's actually the hundreds of thousands of acres of nothing but dirt and the way that we raise cattle that has created the problem. Versus like, if you were to do small-scale, more local farming and local beef on following a regenerative farming practices, then we'd actually have a positive carbon footprint. But nope. America, home of
Fuck
mass
yeah.
production,
Oh.
chemicals, fucked up shit, and Bigfoot.
Ayo. I gotta win.
You're just crushing it.
Yeah.
So good.
As long as Bigfoot's real, that's fine.
On that note,
Is that it?
I'm just thinking about how complicated it is to be like trying to be like a rational liberal.
Okay.
Because I'm like, yeah, like obviously we should all grow our own food. But then it's like, I mean, I don't know how to grow my own food. And,
yeah,
and
like,
it's like,
no, I go to the grocery store.
And I can't
don't
afford
think
Whole
anything
Foods.
deserves to die.
Yeah.
I think everything deserves to live. I also think we should hunt for our own food.
Wait, you don't
I do
eat
not
meat?
support guns, but I do want one to kill an animal so I can eat it and then do right by the world. You know what I mean?
I'm in gun
Vicious
support,
cycle.
but I don't know. That'll just probably lead me down a weird road. My political views for the audience are that I would like gay married people to be able to protect their marijuana with guns and women to be able to have rights over their own bodies.
Oh, wow. I couldn't agree more.
That's it. That's all for me.
You lost me at the women.
Oh my God. No, but really.
He was like, I was
This is when
on
you find out
board
I'm super
until
right-wing. Very religious.
My views are,
Why are we doing this?
I don't know. You let
why
us down
not?
the road.
You let us go free, Jack.
I was doing it as like a bit.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I'm going to give you a bit. Now, listen.
piece of her mind, bit of her mind. Sorry,
My views are that all dogs
should go to heaven.
should get spaghetti. And they could do the little spaghetti kiss at the end of the movie. What's that called?
Oh, Lady and the Tramp.
Yes, there we go. We're digressing really fast.
Okay.
It has been another episode of the
Uncomfortably Millennial Podcast.
Thanks for coming.
Bitches.
Hopefully we'll see you next time. Fuckers.
Bye.